Hey everybody, welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here. I've got more jersey concepts for you, but this time I actually got some uniform concepts, NHL uniform concepts, 32, and these are from the designer Tsunami Boy, and these are using the template from Sports Templates. We can talk about that a little bit later, but before we jump into this awesome set of uniforms, I just want to quickly mention that I do still have a couple of jerseys for sale, and two that I'm specifically trying to sell quicker rather than later, and that is the Seattle Kraken away jersey. It is size 50. It still has the tags on it. It is hand-stitched with Grubauer, Adidas, obviously. And I'm trying to get rid of that for $160 American plus shipping. And then I have this Boston Bruins Reverse Retro 1.0. Also still has the tags on it. It is size 46, not size 50, size 46. It is not stitched, and it is Adidas. I'm trying to sell that for $240 American. So just a little quick plug there, a little quick personal plug. If you're interested in any of those, buying any of those from me, please email me at productions@posttopostShow.com. That link or that email is down below in the description as well, in case you want to copy and paste it. And I'm looking to get rid of those in the next week. So if anyone's interested, please reach out to me. Or if you know anyone that might be interested, send them this video and then get them to contact me. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, let's jump in and see what Tsunami Boy has. I think Anaheim's first. Yep, Anaheim's first. These are named by actual team name, not abbreviation, so the order might be a little bit different than what we're usually used to. Let's jump in. Okay, cool. He's got his actual tag, his YouTube channel. So if you want to go, subscribe to his YouTube channel, go for it. Anaheim Ducks uniform. Okay, so and these are alternate uniform concepts, by the way. Sorry, alternate. So yes, alternate, 100%. I'm totally down for this. I kind of think maybe I'm just wondering if orange pants would be too much orange in the middle because the bottom section of the jersey is orange. But obviously we've got kind of a combination between Reverse Retro 1.0 and the orange alternate jersey. It's a cool uniform, actually, all over. I think the black in the middle is throwing me off a little bit. It's good, though. It's good. Let's move on. Boston. Okay, so honestly, I've never really been a fan of using brown in a jersey. However, when you just go all for it like this, with the helmet, it's in the pants, it's in the gloves, I think it actually kind of works here. And I love the fact that you use the retro logo. And I think if you use like their primary logo, it would be okay. If you used the Meth Bear, it would probably be okay. But the B really fits in. It feels very university. It almost looks football a little bit. So yeah, I like this. This is good. Buffalo. All right, so we've got a logo that they used on, was that a Reebok jersey? I can't remember. I don't know if it was Winter Classic or not, but it wasn't a white jersey. It was a dark jersey. Anyways, they used that logo on there. And I think seeing it in white and seeing the rest of the uniform in white is maybe a little bit too much white. I like the white gloves, but maybe if we had yellow pants or gold pants, whatever, just to kind of match the yellow in the gloves and not make it look like a big painter's uniform. But yeah, it's cool. Calgary. Okay, so one of the best logos that Calgary has used, not as a primary logo, but just in their arsenal of graphics, that is good on the front of a jersey. I think it looks better as a shoulder patch, but it looks okay on the front of a jersey for sure. I love the amount of black in here. I think that's really well balanced. It's a lot of black, but it's not like white where it looks awkward. A lot of uniforms are primarily black or a dark color, so it's not awkward at all. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Whoa, this was unexpected. The Carolina Hurricanes, with blue as the primary color, black as the secondary, and red as the third. It doesn't look bad. It just looks weird for Carolina. I just picture like a Rangers logo to be on there, or a Canadiens logo or something. Maybe even Winnipeg Jets or something. I don't know. Just it feels a little bit awkward with Carolina. I'll say that. Chicago, 100%, absolutely. Could totally see this for an alternate, using that alternate logo as the primary logo. We've seen other teams do this. Vegas does it in the Reverse Retro series. They've done that. A couple other teams have done that as well. So yep, totally fine here. I like the amount of black as well. We need that as Chicago. We like a permanent alternate uniform. Black is the primary color. Let's go. Colorado. Ooh, so we got a white version of the alternate jersey essentially, and it's logical. It looks good. I think the dark version is a little bit better, but this definitely looks good. Columbus. It took my brain just a second to figure out what team this was. But yeah, Columbus. It's Not as an alternate, okay? I don't think it's a permanent alternate, whether it's a year, 2, 3 years, whatever. As a Winter Classic or a Stadium Series, something that is like a sublimated print on a jersey that can span the whole thing. Maybe. I don't know if you'd want to stitch that over there. I don't know. But as like basic as it is, it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. The Dallas Stars. Yeah, it's okay. I think on the left-hand side, the number that's like touching the top of Texas, I think that just needs to be moved down a little bit. I don't like that it kind of comes out. It's a really insignificant thing, but it's, just something that's bothering me. It doesn't bother me on the 8 on the other side that's kind of coming down over it on the corner, but I think it's because it's two flat horizontal lines just like not meeting up that's bothering me. The uniform itself is pretty decent. No complaints, really. No big complaints, that is. Yep. Detroit Red Wings, this is the perfect alternate jersey, absolutely perfect uniform. This is exactly what needs to happen. Like, this is literally exactly it. So, yeah, we like this. The Edmonton Oilers. Well, I mean, this kind of looks like, I think it was the Reverse Retro 1.0, which used the orange pants and orange gloves, because there was orange on the top of the jersey, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they used an orange helmet as well. So this is kind of like the dark version of that in a way. It doesn't look bad. It's quite vibrant. I'll say that. I'll definitely say that. Next, the Florida Panthers. Ooh, I kind of like this. Yeah, I love the striping. I like the logo that's being chosen. I don't think they've used that one. If they have, it was a long time ago. It definitely wasn't on the front of a jersey for sure. It's very Kansas City Scouts as well, isn't it? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do like this. And this template, actually, this is from sportstemplates.net. You can get this exact same template on that site, as well as the regular jersey template that we typically look at, and all kinds of other templates as well. If you want to come up with your own uniform concepts, exactly like you're seeing in this video, head on over to the site, pick up that template, but make sure you use code POST2POST. That's going to save you 10%, and that's on every template on the site, not just hockey ones, every single template on the site. Make sure you save that 10%, and there's free ones on there as well. Make sure you pick up those. If you've already got Photoshop, get some of those free ones, come up with some designs, send them in, would love to see them. All right, next, the Kings. Yeah, I do like this. Yeah, the logo's a little bit tall, and it's like balance-wise, it gets awkward in the middle because you've got two primary objects. I think the Kings font needs to shrink a little bit, let the crown be the primary, but it's a cool jersey. I really like it, or cool uniform rather. I really like it a lot. Perfect colors. Okay, Minnesota. This is challenging. I almost think that the helmet shouldn't be white. I think it maybe should be brown or red. I'm not sure. The white feels awkward in this jersey because of you're using off-white in the sleeves. Yeah, that helmet either has to be off-white or the brown. And I think the middle of the jersey and the socks do as well. They need to be off-white. I think you have to use one or the other. Either use white and don't use off-white, or use off-white and don't use white. But it's cool. It's different, very retro. Next, the Montreal Canadiens. Personally, this is a little bit too dark for me. I think I would like to see, I think the uniform stay completely intact exactly like it is. I think it looks good, but the logo is where it's missing for me. I think we need separation around the logo so it's not bleeding into the blue, because if you think about the production of the uniform, or the jersey specifically, the striping in the background is completely separate physically from the logo. So we're not going to get that smooth integration, as an actual product. You're going to see outlines, but even then, I think I want some color separation, and I think I'd like to see some white there. And there's not enough white in general, I think, in the just the middle of the logo. The darkness is throwing me off a little bit, but it's a good uniform. Nashville, yeah, pretty basic. I mean, you got the squared off shoulders, you got generic striping, you got the blue as the primary color, which is good. Yellow helmets, not bad. It does match, I guess, well with the top of the shoulders. Yeah, it's okay. The Devils, I mean, it's definitely better than your black jersey. This is very simplistic. Again, kind of like the Nashville one, just simplistic design. It looks good in black. The Islanders, kind of the same thing. But yeah, this is an interesting alternate for them. The orange and the blue do stand out well on the jersey. I think I'd rather just see their regular logo on there instead of this one, but it looks okay. Cool, the Rangers. Yeah, we've got a bit of almost like a cop or police vibe here with the two shades of blue, and the Liberty logo outlined in the lighter blue on the darker blue helps it stand out quite well. Missing the red a little bit. Missing the red for sure, but I think as an alternate, yeah, it's pretty cool. Ottawa. Okay, so we've seen that logo for sure on some other concepts. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent. It's generic striping. Looks good. Not much to say. It looks good. Philadelphia. This reminds me of, I think it was in Reebok they did was it called Black Ice? A Black Ice series? I don't think the teams ever wore them, but they were just produced by Adidas for, in a retail perspective. You could just buy them. Or maybe they used them during practice. I can't remember. But every team had its own like Black Ice or Stealth jersey. They weren't called Stealth. It was Black something or Ice something. But I think you can still probably get them on eBay. Look them up if you want. This reminds me of that. And it doesn't look bad, but it looks a little bit awkward for sure. Like I don't love the logo being gray. It kind of just, the specific gray being chosen is a little bit too dark. I think we just need more color separation. Wow. Okay, the Pittsburgh Penguins. So that is a yellow jersey. That is a pylon right there. But it actually doesn't look that bad. I think in a full uniform, if this actually existed, it would probably look pretty good. I think it uses yellow better than the Nashville Predators use their yellow. Yeah, it's okay. Next, the San Jose Sharks. This is a nice uniform. Maybe a little bit too much white in the pants region. If that was teal, I think I'd probably like this a little bit more. But I like the jersey. I really like the gloves. Yeah, it's good. Seattle Kraken. Almost an immediate no for me, just from the differentiating orientation of striping pattern. What I mean by that is that you have it horizontal in the arms, but then vertical in the shoulders. It's just like conflicting, essentially. So I would maybe keep the horizontal striping on the shoulders and just have it staged this way versus staged this way, if that makes sense. And the red is fine. I think I'm okay with the red, but yeah, the striping was just throwing me off. It's horizontal on the rest of the jersey except for the shoulders, so just throwing me off a little bit. St. Louis, a bit of a darker blue and a bit of a darker yellow, almost into the pea region, the pea gold region. It's okay. Yeah, I think the yellows, that gold's throwing me off a little bit. I like the dark blue. That looks cool. Okay, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah, I mean it's a two-tone jersey. It's black. That's pretty cool. I think the blue of the logo shouldn't be blue. I think it should be white. I think it just needs that pop in the logo. But then you've got to add white in the rest of the uniform. So you know what? Maybe not. I'm not sure, but it's good. Toronto Maple Leafs. I will say the arms are amazing. White is the primary, looks good. The pants are perfect. Socks are fine. The sublimation print in the background, which is the skyline of Toronto, it's too high. It's awkwardly placed on the nips region. And I just want to move it down to that stripe. If it just lived on the top of that stripe, it would be a little bit empty up here. Throw Toronto on there, just the text, which I'm not a fan of, but it might look okay. Or just leave it blank, kind of like the sublimation print that Anaheim did in the Reverse Retro 1 or something like that. It looks awkward because it's so flat here. It just, yeah, I don't know. Utah jersey, I mean, it's not what they're going to go with, but I think it's maybe better than what they went with. It looks a little bit like a tube top, but it's okay. It's not bad. Colors are good. Vancouver, I would love to see something like this. I think it looks ridiculous, but I would love to see it as an alternate. Absolutely, that pays respect to their past. It's interesting. There's nothing else like it in the NHL. It's ridiculous, but it's pretty cool. Jersey collector's dream. Okay, the Vegas Golden Knights. This is okay. We've seen similar concepts in the past. It doesn't look bad. It's decent. Washington Capitals. I was expecting Winnipeg there. Washington Capitals. Yeah, pretty good. I actually like blue as the primary color. As an alternate, red is their primary now. They've got that alternate, which I don't think they're carrying over to Fanatics. Maybe they will. But that was blue as the primary color. So just having that opposing color as your alternate in a uniform, total fan of that. And the logo looks good here. I think this is pretty good. This is a nice alternate. It does, we got shades of the Rangers here. Maybe a little bit shades of the Columbus Blue Jackets. But yeah, it's good. And there's Winnipeg. We've got a white uniform, white gloves. Again, I'd probably make the pants not white and go with like the blue, maybe, or the red. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. The alternate logo that's on there looks okay. looks okay. I think it's better as a shoulder patch though, or something else. But yeah, my favorite, actually there was a lot of really good ones in here. I don't think there were any bad ones. Like even the ones that I didn't really like that much, like they weren't bad at all. So Tsunami Boy actually did a pretty good job on most of these uniforms. A lot of things that I would change were, you know, relatively insignificant, honestly. I will say, I'm just going to go back through and look at my favorites here. Well, I'll definitely mention Chicago. I think that's a very well executed jersey and makes sense logically for their brand. It's very plausible that they could do something like this, and it would also do well with their fan base, I think. And then maybe another honorable shout out to Florida. I just kind of wasn't really expecting that for Florida, and the color wise, striping wise, and logo wise, that one really kind of threw me off a little bit in a good way. You know, it's a nice jersey. And I think my favorite, that's tough. I think I'm going to give it to Washington, kind of for the same reason as Chicago. If Chicago uses black as their primary color, and that is their, you know, one of their colors that they don't use as a home jersey, then why not use it for an alternate? Same idea here with Washington, which I just mentioned a couple of minutes ago. Red is their primary, but take that blue, that secondary color, and make it an alternate uniform with blue, with using that color, blue as the primary color, and it looks good. It's complementary to the brand. It makes total sense. I like the logo chosen here. Simple striping, but yeah, it looks good. So I'm gonna say Washington's my favorite. Maybe a little bit of an unexpected choice, but more of a logical choice and less of an emotional choice. So Tsunami Boy, thank you so much for submitting those. I really appreciate it. And like I said, if you want to come up with your own designs, you can do that. It doesn't have to be the sports templates. You can use whatever templates you want. I just like to mention that because I can save you guys 10%. And details on how to submit stuff is down below in the description, rather. Hope you guys are having a good day. This is going to be one of the last videos that I film in this location because I am moving tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a good start to your weekend. It's going to be a very busy one for me, but I'm looking forward to kind of transitioning to the new spot. So, and yeah, if you are interested in any of those jerseys, please reach out to me. I appreciate that. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Adios.